Hey everybody, so today I'm at LVR where I'm gonna be sitting on a panel for YPN, the Young Professional Network that gets together once a month to talk all things business. So I'm gonna be sitting next to some high producing agents where we are gonna field questions like how we structure our business, how we leverage our team, how to create a business and operate it like a business. I'm really excited to be here, so stick around. I do YouTube videos and things like that, and I talk about making your first hire on there. And I challenge you to date a person. So I've learned this though through trial and error. When I have a team member come on, we go on a date and I tell them this, like, we're gonna date, you know? And they think it's funny, but I'm serious. We're gonna date, we're gonna ask each other questions, and this is gonna be both ways. This isn't just me at you, this is you back. We need to make sure that we work. And then we're gonna go on another date. And if you have a significant other in your life, then your significant other and my significant other, we're gonna go out on a date. And then if I like you, I may get engaged to you, may. And then we'll talk marriage. I just slow roll that now. Wherever you are in your journey, you're looking at making a connection of some kind, brokerage, team lead, something, whatever. You just slow roll it. I am okay with sitting in this chair right now saying, I am not a luxury realtor. Like, that's okay. I would like luxury stuff, and I've done luxury stuff, but that's not who I advertise myself to be. I am a veteran, and I'm a proud veteran, and I help military, and I help people use their VA loan, and my logo is proudly serving those who serve, and I'm an honorary commander of the 22nd Attack Squadron, and that's me. You know, a lot of times I'm gonna go show houses in the Northwest in between Nellis and Creech Air Force Base, and I'm gonna come from a soccer game and I'm gonna have a hoodie on and I'm gonna be okay because that's who I am. And guess what? I'm not showing the $5 million house where I need to be suited and booted. I'm okay with that. So like, I would say find what you want to do, figure out how to brand yourself, go after it. You don't have to be a certain type of realtor. And actually that's what I love about this business. I love this business because I sit next to and get to talk to so many people that are killing it, just killing it. And we all do things so different, like unbelievably different. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. That would never work for me. Like, this works for me. Figuring out that niche, staying true to yourself, going after that, not trying to squeeze yourself into a different mold that maybe you're not supposed to be, and stick to it. And if you don't have a brand or a logo or a team leader, figuring that out, if you can figure that out, just go after that. Vegas it's a big, small city, right? I don't need to represent all of Las Vegas. I will get so much engagement. Like I just recently got onto TikTok, and I'm gonna throw some just crazy ass mom TikToks out there because I have 2 boys. I mean, that's endless content, you know? So I'm gonna throw the craziest TikTok out there because I like having fun and I like laughing and I have crazy kids and they're cute. And you know who I engage? Moms. Like moms think I'm funny, and then moms want to sell their house, and then moms come to me because you're top of mind. That's the thing. You know, this is free. This is free. Turn the camera on yourself, throw it out there. This is who I am. I'm a mom. I have a good time. We're crazy. I do real estate. I'm also a veteran. I'm a mom. Oh, we're doing soccer. Oh, this. I do real estate. I literally sprinkle it all in there, and all of those get engagements. And all you're doing is reaching out and being like, we have something in common. Oh, she does real estate. You're constantly touching people. That's what social media is about. Figuring out a daily routine, a morning routine. I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder. I'm gonna work all freaking day. Fernandez, do I work all day? I freaking will work, but if I don't start my day with myself, with my daily affirmations, whether that's monetary or my kids, making my bed, drinking my water. I've been made fun of for that. Like, this is big stuff for me. I'm gonna drink a glass of water and put that in my body. I'm gonna make my bed because I've just checked something off of my list for the day. I feel good, this day's gonna be good. I start there because then I'm gonna give people my all day. But the grind is for real if you wanna be successful, and I wanna be hella successful because I'm going to retire in 8 years. What retirement looks like to me versus what it looks like to you may be different. I'm probably always gonna work to some extent, but I have goals, man. So I am healthy and I'm gonna grind right now. But it starts from the moment that I wake up, and it starts with positivity, reading, affirmations, good stuff with my kids, and then I'm ready to grind. And it's not pretty all the time. This market has been stressful. Like, it's stressful as hell right now. It's stressful for us, but you know who it's stressful for? Our clients. This week, I am not you. This week alone, I mean, I would say that I've had at least 5+ clients just full bore cry, just cry. You know, you take the weight of everybody's emotions on your shoulders, and if you want to be people's friends and be a successful agent, that also means that you're going to be there for the lows. So I've got my own going on at home with my kids, my body, and things like that, and then that phone rings and they're crying, I'm there for you. And that's the stuff that I can't necessarily post on social media, but the people behind the scenes and the people that are like my people in my world, they see it all the time. They know how it is, you know? And you know who remembers? Your client. Your client will never forget you. I was actually stationed here at Nellis Air Force Base, so I'm a veteran. I used to fly, woo! Thank you. And so I used to fly drones up at Creech Air Force Base for 13 years. And what transitioned me into real estate was I started to buy houses in 2008 and 9 and 10. My husband and I were buying homes. We were 24 years old, saving every penny we could to buy, you know, a house back then, which disgusting prices, little 3-bedroom, 2-bath was like $80,000 back then, right? So we would scrape all of our savings, we'd buy a house, and then we would do that the next year. We'd scrape all of our savings and then we'd buy a house. And then one night we were making our bed and my husband and I were looking at each other, kind of talking about our futures. You know, what if something happened to you? What if something happened to me? Trying to structure life, you know, life happens. And I thought, man, it would cost, this is so terrible to say in a room full of realtors, it would cost a lot of money to sell the properties that we have, and that could save me a lot of money if it was just me and the kids. I'm gonna go get my license. So I went and did that, and I still was flying up at Creech Air Force Base, crazy hours. I was making 6 figures up there. I was making a great income, you know? That was, everybody knows what a drone is now. When I flew drones that were the size of like F-16s. So people may not, now we know. Back then you didn't know what they were, right? It was like a specialty field. And to be that young and to have a really awesome career, because that's what it was. It wasn't a job, it was a career. But to be able to look at that and start transitioning my mindset into walking away, there's definitely a moment where you have to believe in yourself, you know? I can do this. I can work for myself, I can make this into something bigger. So for the first year in real estate, I worked morning, nights, and weekends. I had 2 babies. My husband was a fire captain. I don't know how I did it. Looking back, I really have no idea. So I did that for a year, and my first year, part-time, working my ass off, wasn't easy. I was matching my 6-figure income. And I went, holy what if I did this full-time? What if I gave this my all? What if I leveraged somebody else? What if I built a team? What if? And I am a huge believer in the American dream. You can do whatever the hell you put your mind to. So with some prayer and with some pushing from my husband, who said, you don't need to do this anymore up at Creech. You don't need to fly from 3 o'clock in the morning till whatever. You don't need to not see your children anymore. You can do this. I walked away from that career. I was matching my income, and the second year in real estate, I doubled my income. My biggest struggle, in a weird way, may still be a struggle for me today, and probably is a struggle for everybody in this room, which is always fighting for balance, right? I am a mom, I am a wife, I am myself, hopefully at some point in there. I'm a realtor, we're all these things all the time. And when you jump into a business where you're trying to give it your all and start this brand, I was very clear on who I was going after. Like, I was going after the military because I was military and I knew a lot of military, and that was gonna be my brand. And I'm a worker. I will work. I will work until I get sick, pretty much. But then, you know, why did I start working for myself if I'm not seeing my kids? You know, why did I start working for myself if my husband and I aren't good? So that's that's an issue today, not as much today, but every day I am constantly restructuring my priorities to ensure, and as you become more successful, you get a lot more time with your family, you get a lot more vacations, you get a lot more time, you can leverage more people. That's the benefit with the hustle game, right? So in the beginning, it was the grind that was my issue. I was working still like crazy. Because I was bringing in a 6-figure income before I was, you know, committing to myself, and I felt responsible to continue bringing in that kind of income, you know? So that was a struggle, just working my ass off to the point of exhaustion, I would say. And then my first success was realizing that I am worth making a first hire. And making that first hire at the right time and the right person will catapult your business. I was looking back and I think I was doing about 60 transactions a year for about that first year and a half by myself. And that's a lot. That's a freaking lot today, you know? And when I mean by myself, I mean I was my TC. I was sitting on the computer till 11 o'clock at night and my husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, SRPDs, you know, or whatever the case may be. Looking at the amount of money that I'd have to pay somebody was like, I don't want to do that. But as soon as I relinquished the reins and made that hire and started paying a TC to do paperwork so I could go out there and be Falisha and build my brand and do all the things, more than made up for it. That ceiling that I was hitting, I just went right through it. The numbers showed, and then I hit another ceiling. I'm like, I need an agent. I need a buyer's agent. So hard to give over certain clients to agents, you know? Like, God, and to this day, I'm not a huge team. I have, just this year, I hired Stu back there, my social media dude, guru. And then I hired a personal assistant, life-changing. But to this day, I've got a TC and I have 3 agents, and that's it. So that's not really big. For the numbers that we're throwing down and the lists and everything that come out, and you look at other people's teams, we're doing pretty good. So I'm constantly reevaluating the balance now. I like that position. I like sitting there reevaluating that. I wanna make sure everybody's fed and fed well. And if we need to make another hire, I'm way more confident of knowing when that would need to happen.